Well, how do you do, buckaroos? This is Joe Layden from Cowboys and Indians magazine, and it is my extreme pleasure today to be talking to Robert Earl Keene, who evidently has just finished the shortest retirement on record since Frank Sinatra. Uh, well, that's not quite accurate. I mean, you're not performing, though there's some stories going around that you can't resist occasionally doing that still. But this is sort of your easing into retirement album, right?
Say that again, Mr. Layton.
This is sort of your easing into retirement. Winter chill,
Well,
Western chill.
it it really hinges on the fact that I am no longer touring. So that means I don't have a band, I don't have a bus, I don't get in and go out and tour. I do a few cameo appearances, like two or three songs for different fundraisers and people that I think that I like and need help in any of that sort of thing. The main thing is that I just continue to work in music, but the touring part is over, and that would really take up about 80% of my life.
Mm-hmm. Because I understand last week at the Longhorn Ballroom, you couldn't resist going up there and joining in the music and the merrymaking.
Yeah, sure did. The Longhorn Ballroom opened up one time, at least one time before that, about 25 years ago, and I had played that, and so I got invited, and went, and they had improved it quite a bit from what the last time I was there, and so I got to play. See, who was it? Catch from Old Crow Medicine Show came
Mm-hmm.
over to me and asked me if I would get up there and sing a song that I had recorded on a record years ago called Gravitational Forces, and we did an old, I'd say kind of a string bandy version of "Hand Me Down My Walking Cane."
Ah.
Mhm.
Well, now I understand that the Western Chill is not just an album. You've got a graphic novel, you've got a songbook, you've got I don't know,
A
free
DVD.
pizza. I mean, it's all part of the package. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a project we started 2.5 years ago at the outset of COVID. So
Mm-hmm.
when that happened, I decided to keep the entire company and the band intact. And after about a month of not touring or doing anything, I thought, well, let's just get together and play. So they came out to the place that we have in Medina, Texas, which is west of San Antonio, about 70 miles. And so we did some we just played for a couple of days, and then I said, well, let's just rehearse some of the stuff that we've played over the years, and kind of polish it up. And everybody was in on it because it was so relaxed, and there was no time frame really. And while we were doing some of these rehearsals, I wrote. I actually wrote like 5 songs in one night, and the first song I wrote was this one called Western Chill, and it's more or less a talking blues song, and which really became the prologue to the entire project, in that it lays out the vibe and the idea of just taking it easy and sitting back and watching the sunset, or just enjoying the air. On So when they came back the next time, I said, "Here's what I want to do. I want to take this particular song," and I played it for them, and we rehearsed it a little bit. And then I said, what I'd like to do is, like, all you guys write songs, and you're great players, really great players, and bring your songs in, and we'll do those, we'll work those up, and see what we can do. And they said, well, you mean it's like we bring our songs in and you learn them and then you sing them? I said, no, no, this is everybody's in. So bring your songs, you're going to play them, you're going to sing them, we'll all learn them together. So we did that, and then we decided that, well, what we're gonna do is just record it and make a video of it, and we could put it out out there in the world where the visual and the audio worked well. So we had great audio, great video, and from there I thought, well, hell, I'll just make a record out of it. So we made a record, and then someone suggested, well, you should have some kind of companion piece, and someone suggested doing a graphic novel, and I thought, well, that's a pretty big undertaking, but we started in on that, found somebody that would do it, got some great artwork on the LP that we produced, and it just became this what I call the Hill Country Multimedia Project lifestyle experience.
Well, are you? If it's a graphic novel, are we going to see you in like a cape and a superhero outfit? Or,
Well, I might be self-aggrandizing a little bit, but I would have to say, in the world of like making a project, it was the most fun I ever had, and you can see it on the DVD. Everybody's just really relaxed and just sort of just taking it easy. And these songs, magically, they all came together. The songs that these guys brought in really fit the project perfectly, and everything just dovetailed into another song and another song so well that there is a little narrative that goes in there, kind of boy loses girl, boy meets girl, everything works out in the end kind of thing. And so, if I'd have gone any longer, I would have written a musical play behind it, but maybe save that for another day.
there you go. There you go.
Mhm.
Because I mean, as you say, you're retired from live performance, but you're not retired from making music. So this
No.
could be chapter one.
I would think so. I totally agree with that. I would like to, I'm at heart, a word guy, a wordsmith. So I really like to, just keep working on songs. I mean, I truly, I can't even stop. I mean, I've got 4 dogs. I make up a song about one of those dogs almost every morning before I even get my pants on, So I really, that never stops in my head, and I would hate to not have any place to go with it, and it doesn't have to go out there to the world at large. It just a place to, like, at least you play it on the guitar, or make a little recording of it. I dropped off my daughter yesterday, and we were talking about how funny it was where people get confused about departures and arrivals. When you're at the airport.
Mhm.
So I wrote a little song on the way back called "Departures," and it's all whether you pick the departure or the arrival.
There
So,
you go.
nothing is sacred around me as far as like making up a song, and some of them, I get pretty serious about. So those are the ones that like I like to put out later, probably late this year or early next year, as my own separate project from Western Chill. But the Western Chill project is the one that I tell you, man, we have put just a ton of effort in it, and in this box that we have, is just it's beautiful, and it just opens up, and you get it's a double LP, and you get this beautiful graphic novel. That's the story of Zane and his dog Mac. Zane being me, of course, my dog Mac being Mac. So they start out in College Station, Texas, and they go west all the way out to like Marfa, Texas, and they have all these adventures. And I think one of the highlights is Mac gets mixed up with some militant environmentalists, and he gets very depressed because he's like all about the environment, and he finds out that these guys are as bad as the other guys. So he's depressed, and he keeps losing it. And so then Zane has to take him to a cowboy poet who fixes people and animals with cowboy poetry.
Oh, well.
So it's
So I
kind
take
of
it
a
there's a happy ending in store for the
Oh,
book.
absolutely, and it's a it's Don Quixote meets Raising Arizona or something. It's yeah.
Well, when you do sing to your dogs in the morning, are they a responsive audience? I mean, do they ever like start howling or putting
Oh
their
yeah,
close to their ears or
oh yeah, my new dog Rhodey is an English Cocker Spaniel. he's just almost a year old, and I retooled the old. I had an old dog. His name's Blue. It's like I got an old dog. I got a new dog. His name is Rhodey. He's the best dog that I ever knowed. He wakes me up, helps me too. Bites my laces when I tie my shoe. Oh, Rhodey. That's what he starts out.
It's a shame you can't teach your dogs to,
Sing
clap
along.
paws, but
Okay. Yeah, I need some harmonizing on this stuff.
yes. So I take it then, in one way, the road doesn't go on forever, but in another way, it does creatively for you.
Well, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So yeah, so there's a divergence of the one that goes on forever. I'm not necessarily on that one. I went on another one. It would be the one that goes on into Neverland.
Different lane, hopefully, still a
And
great trip.
absolutely, in this time of my life, more rewarding.
There you go. There you go. Well, Robert, you've been very generous with your time again. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the response out there to Western Chill. And like I say, I'm going to be going around today thinking about you in a cape and like a cake, a keen, on your chest, and just
And my super
calming.
dog Rhodey.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Hey, maybe we should write a treatment for this, and
yeah. I think so.
yeah, we could compete with the Marvel movies. There you go.
We can ride it up, man.
There you go. Well, you have a great one and take care.
Thank you, Joe. Really enjoyed it.